Hey everyone, it's me, Adam Pete, and I am here to give you my reaction and review of the 2019 Video Music Awards. VMAs are one of my favorite award shows. I always watch it every year, no matter how underwhelming it may seem. I always make an effort to watch it. So let's dive into this one, but before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get more tea from me, Adam P. Well, I started at the pre-show. I decided to watch the hour-long thing, and it's just like the usual. All the pre-shows are always the same, where the host is red carpet people. They seem very nervous. I was very surprised that Zara Larsson was a co-host. I did not see her as a kind of a co-host, even TV personality. You know, I didn't see her doing that. And, you know, she was definitely stiff and nervous, but hey, it's your first gig. I thought it was funny, too, because she, like 20 minutes before the actual show, she was like, "So, DJ Khaled, any advice for me on how to host?" And it's like, well, you have 20 minutes left. The show's almost over, so I don't know what advice he can give you now. It's too little, too late, darling. They had the 3 pre-VMA performances, which was Ava Max, as we know, the Sweet Cycle, and I commend her for singing live. That is all I'm going to say. She just had a few sour notes here and there, in my opinion. And honestly, like, this year, it was like a lot of like pretty well done performances. I was pleased with a lot of the performances, including Megan Thee Stallion. Oh girl, I love Megan Thee Stallion. She did not deserve that kind of like tight, crowded kind of stage. And I noticed too, they played hers last at the end, even though like it was clearly like the day was brighter, and like obviously she performed beforehand. So it was kind of like, well, why did we do this one last? But I think maybe it's just she had to go in and get ready for her presenting Lizzo. So maybe they were just like, let's just put her later. I don't know. It was just kind of very obvious that it was not live for the Megan Thee Stallion's part. But I digress. It was still amazing for her. I don't know. The outfits were fine. They're okay. No one looked like crazy, well, except for that artist girl who had 3 men on a leash and chain. I said, okay, all right, well, Mama knows she's here to make publicity, and she did. I wish I could tell you her name. I really wish. So let's just get to the main show, though. It opens with our girl, Taylor Swift. And she does You Need to Calm Down as an opening. And it's obviously very visual. A lot of 3D things going on. I was like, okay, we have a budget. We have a lovely budget. And it felt a little rushed. You Need to Calm Down felt a little rushed to me. And then she performed Lover, which was like, I am not a Taylor Swift fan. She in fact really bothers me. Her persona and everything just bothers me personally. But she kind of made me like think her song Lover isn't like bad. Like, it was like nice, her singing, like the chorus is like pretty, like, okay, I like that, it's catchy. But I hate the opening lyrics. We can leave the lights until January. And it's clear that she is making this the next single, and she's clearly like, hey, I have a new album, you bitches better buy it and listen to it too. She was just like, her plan was just to promote this 3rd single. Because here's my hypothesis now about the VMAs. I feel like VMAs used to be about outrageous moments, of course, like to give you crazy publicity, you know, and have something to talk about the next day. And I feel like now in the more recent years, it's where you do a super crazy performance of a song, and then a song will take off. For example, my receipts are like with oh god, I have to say it, but Chainsmokers and Halsey's song Closer. Yeah, Closer. that didn't become a big hit until after the VMAs performance. I would say the same with Travis Scott last year when he performed his Sicko Mode. That's when it became like a really big thing talking about. And I feel like with this, like they try to do that this year too, of promoting songs that are going to be a hit. So I think Taylor, her strategy was, I'm going to perform this new song and I want this to be like really take off. I feel like she's hungry for a number one. And now that girl Lil Nas X is not at the top, she knows she can swipe something up. I would say she was the biggest star of the night. In fact, I kind of felt like she was a little out of place. Like her star power was very big compared to others, as in, you know, we didn't get like the huge stars. Like we did get Shawn and Camilla. They are, I would say, are pretty big in the music world right now. But we didn't get like Billie Eilish or Ariana Grande, which are two juggernauts at the moment. So it was a little off. We did get Cardi. That was good. She was there just to do her thing, win an award, present something to Missy. But I feel like they were the only two like real, I think Taylor was the only real like star power girl there. So yeah, and when Taylor's the main star power girl, usually these awards are a little boring. However, Taylor did not annoy me as much with her audience reactions. Well, because they have a whole live cam of it now, so you can just watch the whole thing. But you know, she's just so used to the camera going. I'm just so used to her with the camera going to her and her acting a fool and just dancing like too much, and like it just takes away from the whole performance. I feel like it's just like you don't need to show her a lot doing the most. It's like, let's go back to the performance, okay? But I was very happy to see the queens and all the other gays going around in the you need to calm down. I'm glad that she added drag queens and that LGBT, like that's still nice, but my gripe is just like, you have given zero hints to caring about the LGBT until you come out with this song and promoting an album. That is just how I view it, okay? I just view it like that. I'm sure she's talked about gays before, but like this is her actual time being like politically active, socially active about the LGBT plus. So it would, I don't know. That's just me. I also noticed that the Roselia girl, she was sitting down during Taylor's performance. I said, all right, you take that seat, mama. Let's just talk about the host. I don't know his name. Martin Scorsese. Malala. Sebastian Pink Moscato. Sebastian Maniscalco. You know, he just didn't fit. It's okay. He definitely does seem like a stand-up, and I heard that he like has sold out Madison Square Garden before. Like people love him. This just was not the target audience, I don't think. This just him, and I don't think he mixed well with Gen Z people. It just doesn't fit right exactly. I feel like his humor is definitely for older people. And definitely the cringiest moment was when he was talking about like, oh, I know you guys are gonna get triggered and all that stuff, so we have a safe room. Yeah, you guys have a hissy fit. You guys get upset over something because I know you guys are all sensitive. It was like, don't go there. Don't go there. Do not go there. Like, it just wasn't like... It just came off as more like making fun of us, and it's like the last thing we want is for an old person, like obviously like an older person, to be criticizing and making fun of us. It's like, go away, dude. Okay, obviously you're just trying to like connect with us, so it just didn't have the right fit. It really didn't. It's just. And you could just tell like people were politely laughing at his jokes and stuff, and he just didn't have that kind of award show energy for this. It just didn't feel like we needed a host. I think this is just a show we don't need. Just don't go there. We have the presenters. Maybe get a really good comedian for a presenter. That'd be great, because you just do that, and I don't know, it just didn't fit well. It really didn't. And like there's a time when like we didn't see him for a while, and I didn't even think twice about it, you know. And so then when he came back and he's like, "Oh, what's up, guy?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you're hosting. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Okay." So yeah, he was just kind of like, wah wah, a little boring, and it's okay, you know. That's not his fault, I guess. Like MTV picked him and thought they could go with it, but he just seems like someone for the older crowd. And I'm not saying he's like not talented or anything or not funny. I mean, he didn't really make me laugh, but I just like, he seems like his crowd is for more of the older people. And even like over 25. I'm not saying like for old farts, but I'm even saying like just not for 15-year-olds, you know. I will commend this for this show. Amazing visuals. I really don't remember seeing like this awesome kind of set designs in quite some time from the VMAs. It's seriously awesome. I love the doors opening like that, and the whole lights thing, and it looked really awesome. The stage, yeah, that was super cool. I thought all the visuals, all of the lighting was seriously fantastic. That was probably like my favorite aspect of it. And I mean, like, I wish we just had that for other shows, you know. But no, they did a great job with that. There was something that bugged me that whole show, and that was the mic placement. I don't know why. Someone made the note, the director made the note, I guess, that they were just gonna have the mic stand be at a certain level for everyone. One size fits all. Well, one size did not fit any of them, because throughout the whole night they kept on like talking right and bending down and talking right in the mic, like, yo, because they're just used to having the mic right there for them. So that was a flop. I thought just you should have moved it. Get a mic guy. I know it's an extra person, I know it's extra money, but hire a mic moving guy who just moves the mic up higher or lower. Should have done that instead. So it just bugged me the whole time. I'm like, ugh, it's like making me cringe, like especially with Fringe Montana. It was a lot less celebrity reaction sites. However, this is kind of a read, but it's just, they didn't have a whole lot of like super A-list celebrities there, like I've said. They just didn't have like the superstar power. So I don't know. I think part of that is like they said they were on tour and stuff. I think the other part of it is like I don't know, we're just getting to an era. We're definitely at a transitional period where like people who were super iconic in the early 2010s and the late 2000s are more going down now. Obviously Taylor was there. She needed to get her promo. She was basically the only kind of from that generation there still. And I just feel like we're just at this time where we're not really getting like superstars that we're gonna remember for a while. I think Shawn is making his way up there, but they really made it up for like energetic performances and great visuals, I would say that. But the thing was, there's just not a lot of iconic things. I didn't feel like a lot of iconic things happen. Let's just talk about it now. I think the highlights of it though was Missy Elliott's Vanguard performance, which I was super looking forward to. I love Missy Elliott so much, and I really think she did deserve it. I did keep noticing that they were like saying, oh, this is undeserved, this is way too long, this is way too long. And they're damn right, it was way too long. It's like, it was awesome to see Allison Stoner perform again, of course, because when I saw that she was gonna get this performance, I was like, you have to call Allison Stoner, that's your girl, from all the music videos. And it was cool to see her dance her ass off a little bit. And I noticed that she just went album by album. She performed a song from each album, which I thought was a great idea, and the dancers really went in. It was seriously like fantastic. Like, I think she really did prove herself to be like, hey, like, I'm a legend. And like, I think like she definitely did benefit from tonight. Like, I think she will get a lot of more attention and more streams and listens. Like, she definitely is solidifying herself as like a multi-generation, like she's gonna be appreciated for multiple generations and more to come, I feel like. So I really like that. That performance really was fantastic. Cardi B presenting it, it's like, okay, like, I guess like she's a rapper and she's a rapper, like, okay. But there could have been a cooler thing, like Timbaland would be awesome, because you know, that was like Missy's partner. Like, they go back. We so tight that they get our styles tangled. You know? Like, yeah. So I really hope like more people listen to Missy. She really does have some fantastic, like, because she's just well around, like, she has great production and great lyrics, I feel like, to me. So, and she's very humble. That's the thing, like, I think with her acceptance speech, she's not someone who is gonna do like a huge like social justice super like sad or moving like speech. She is someone who's very humble, and I feel like her thanking a bunch of people is like how it was gonna go, you know. That's just more Missy, is to thank a bunch of people. I did love that speech. Like, she definitely deserves it. I was super happy to hear her say, like, thank you, Kid Fury and Crystal, because they are from my favorite podcast, The Read, and it's so awesome to, like, hear them get, like, acknowledgement, like, through this kind of platform. It was like, holy crap, like, because I've been following them for a long time, and to see them like be more and more mainstream, it's like super insane. But they deserve it though, because it really is the best podcast. If you like entertainment, or if you like mess, or if you just plain old like to laugh, it's like the perfect podcast. Seriously, no one paid me, trust me. But the other big moment, I think, if we're gonna remember anything from this year, we're definitely gonna remember Normani's performance. Oh, wow, she really gagged us. She got me very good. And I was excited for her because she really is doing her thing now. It feels like this was a great time to be premiering herself. She really killed it. Like, she got really talked about on Twitter. And I thought she absolutely destroyed it. Like, that moment when she did the dance breakdown, it was like, okay, work. All right, okay. You have to give it to the woman. Like, that was seriously, like, amazing. So, and I do enjoy the song, too. It does get in my head a lot. So with me saying that, hey, like, with my thesis that, or a hypothesis that VMAs is more about promoting a song to become a hit, I feel like Normani, this was a great night for her to promote herself and this single and become a thing. So I really am hoping nothing but the best for her. Something that just irked me and didn't sit right with my VMA soul was that they presented Video of the Year an hour and a half into the show, like literally in the middle of it. I'm like, but this is like, come on, this is like, Video Year is supposed to be like the most important thing. So when you're not making it best for last, it's kind of like, well, is the Video of the Year important then? And it's just, it bothers me that they do Song of the Year as well, even though this is the Video Music Awards. It kind of is telling when they're making up awards that don't really have to do as much about the music videos, but the song itself and the fan base and the stand-up. So I just don't really appreciate that. I think they just are trying to find something to replace Best Male and Best Female Video, but maybe you don't have to add that, you know. It was just odd. So, okay, but Video of the Year, it's one that will be in the books, but You Need to Calm Down by Taylor Swift wins. And I'm like, okay, alright. Like, I think Lil Nas X would have been a great choice. And then, obviously, I think Thank You Next would have been an amazing choice, too. That was, like, seriously, like, a moment. Like, that music video was, like, a moment when it came out. Like, that was, like, really talked about. I know I'm a gay, I'm part of the LGBT, so I am happy that that people got representation. That was good, and I really enjoyed... And I did really enjoy watching, like, gay people winning. It's always a joy seeing that. But it just wasn't the best video, in my opinion. I'm sorry. But I do hats off to... Because I still think, like, LGBT people are still being underrepresented. So her doing that is really nice. I just find her very, I don't know, too calculated, too... And too whiny too. Like she just keeps acting like she's such a like everyone undermines me, and it's like you're like literally like you're incredibly successful, so it's a turn off to see you whine this much, you know. That's just me. Okay, let me get off the Taylor hate train. Let's just get back. Another highlight for me has to be Lizzo's performance too. I thought that was seriously awesome. Like it is too bad though, like she's performing songs that are like 2 years old, but I mean I'm glad she's performed, you know, Truth Hurts. Like that's a really good song. I feel like that's so catchy. I just had a feeling like, hey, like maybe she will win Best New Artist after doing this amazing performance. Billy's not here. Like Lizzo has very dedicated stans, but I'm sure Billy has very dedicated stans too. So I like had a little glimmer of hope that Lizzo would take this Best New Artist, but alas, Billy took it. And that's like, hey, I get it why she took it. It's Billie Eilish. Yeah, she is popping. Also, still no mic for Kevin. No mic for Kevin. No mic for you. You stay on that guitar. I also want to make the very important announcement. After much debate and much waffling going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I do think Nick is still the hottest Jonas brother. I'm sorry. Joe stands, even Kevin stands. I'm sorry. Joe really had it very close. He has a very pretty face, but Nick has a bam. Like Nick is just, whoa, he is such a looker. My goodness. And then let's talk about the Shawn versus Camilla. Kinda. No, the Shawn and Camilla performance, I have to admit it, he is quite the looker. His skin is seriously fantastic. Like, I want Shawn to do one of those like Vogue or Cosmopolitan things where they talk about their skin routine and stuff, because he really has like shiny, hydrated, glowing skin. He looks very hydrated and well pampered, so I needed that. So, but yeah, it was like fine, sultry. Honestly, like them teasing us that they were gonna kiss or not, it's like you should just kiss. Like that would be like that is what would people be talking about if you want to get people talking, is you kissing like with the camera that close. Also, the camera closeness did make me a little uncomfortable. I was like, ugh, okay, all right, it's a little bit too much there. Okay, we can zoom back a little. With Camilla, like at the opening, she's like, call me señorita. And I'm like, okay. You know, maybe Shawn was just like, I'm not gonna kiss her. He looked honestly, oh my God, I'm not trying to shade him. Like, obviously the man said he's straight, so he's straight, but it looked like he was more nervous about it than Camilla with being intimate. I'm sorry, it just looked like that. Maybe let's not kiss. I'm okay. You wanna kiss? No. Okay, let's not kiss. Yeah, that's like pretty much it. And then they did that hip hop performance, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, all right. I mean, it's a little concerning that we can't close a show with another artist with a current song. I don't know. It was a little concerning, but hey, they wanted to do like throwback performances to all these like artists, and that was cool. Especially seeing Queen Latifah do UNITY. It was very cool seeing her, because I'm just so used to seeing her be an actress. Oh my God, we have to talk about Miley. That was like one of my favorite moments of the night. I'm not a smiler. I swear I'm not a smiler. But like, I think she did really good, and like that is something we might talk about too. Is like that we're gonna talk about the next day. Is like Miley, like she was singing a song about like letting go and like moving on, like it's time to move on, and she just got a divorce or filed for a divorce with Liam. So it was like, oh, like she's really feeling the song, and she sang really well. I thought it was nice. I thought it was cool. And the manipulator and the publicist, the evil publicist in me kind of wish she started crying or something, because then people will be talking about, oh, she's in tears and dealing with a lot with this divorce. Overall, it wasn't the most memorable night, I would say. It did have well performances. It did have great visuals, lovely set, lovely gowns. The star power was lacking, in my opinion. It was a little lactatious. I didn't agree with some of the award winners, okay, but you know, that is okay. They did show some great moments, I thought, and host was not cute. I think no host would probably be the best. And if they want to take this new direction where you do awesome performances and debut a new song, like that big Shawn and A$AP Ferg song, I actually thought that was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed that song. That might be a thing too. Like, that might be a song that becomes a hit because of their VMA performance. So it was fine. Like, I'm definitely like not in the age range anymore. Like, I feel like if I missed it, I feel like if I was like busy or something, I wouldn't be completely devastated missing it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't something that I was like, wow, like you really missed out if you didn't see it. But it was still fine. It was still like a okay time. Yeah. But there were some great highlights. Definitely great highlights. I'm super excited for Normani. I'm super excited for Megan. Watching Megan present, and like, I love Megan, like the stallion. Yeah, it's fine. It was okay. So that is how I feel. That's just on me. Oh, I only have a minute, or else this memory card is done. Okay, let's do it quickly. Well, thank you guys so much for checking out my reaction and review of the 2019 VMAs. Tell me what you guys thought about the show. Was it your favorite performances, or any snubs, or happy you saw people win? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you check me out on my other videos. I have some Funko Pops. You like Funkos? I got those. I also did a reaction to Lady Gaga's 2009 VMA performance. That was a roller coaster. So, all right, and finally, make sure you hit me up on my social media, and I will see you guys next time for more entertainment and pop culture and hot topics and all that good stuff. Okay, deuce.